Okay, this is the makeup for the 25th YouTube Live yoga routine. And the routine was designed, or at least I was hoping that we would focus on acceptance, which I find ironic because the mic messed up. So I did the entire routine focusing on acceptance. And then when I went to play it back, the mic messed up. So I have no choice but to accept it. Um, that's interesting to me. Now that's the third time the mic's messed up, and I'm not sure what's going on. I have three different mics, and I thought I figured it out because I'm using the Bluetooth, but I also have a webcam, and of course you have the microphone on the computer. And I closed those out, and what I did this time was I messed with I believe it's called like the more options within YouTube, and I must have opened one up, and one mic's trying to pick up, and this Bluetooth is trying to pick up at the same time. So I think that's the problem, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at it and test it. That's the problem is I test, and it works. And then one time it doesn't work. So it's a hit and miss type of thing. Down the line, I'll get better equipment, but right now I'm just starting out and I'm not too tech savvy. I mean, I teach online. I know Canvas and Blackboard and those type of things, but how to work YouTube Live is different. So what I learned is acceptance myself. I had no choice but to accept it. So I did a routine where we focused on acceptance. And essentially what that does is allow you to accept yourself on the yoga mat. And what I was focusing on and what you should always do in a yoga routine is do a pose, you settle in the pose, no matter where you are, you settle in the pose, you do the best you can, you accept where you are, and then you just focus on the breathing. And that focus on the breathing will allow the mind and body to become one. And you do that in each pose, but you also do it throughout the yoga routine. So each pose you go into, you settle into it, wherever that may be. Once you're settled, you accept it. Then you focus on the breathing. And what that does is allow the mind and body to become one. So you're focused on the breathing, which makes you aware of where you are. And you're not trying to be somewhere. You're accepting where you are. You're not trying to do the best textbook pose. Now you could try, and that's a great goal, and some people can do it, and that's awesome. But you try to do the best pose that you can do, accept it, accept where you are. Because you might not be doing the best pose. I know I don't do the best poses. I mean, I just can't. Like, I mean, I can barely go up because my chest is tight. So I accept it, and over time, all those benefits, physical benefits will happen. But with the mind and body so-called exercise, the focus is on the breathing. The focus is essentially on the mind, and that's what you're learning on the yoga mat. Acceptance, essentially accepting yourself, non-judgment, that type of mindset, letting go of control, letting go of trying to be somewhere, just be in the moment, accept where you are, focus on the breathing, let the mind and body become one, and the yoga routine becomes a form of a moving meditation. And that's what I'm trying to do with these yoga routines, which are around 30 minutes. And then you take that mindset off that you learned of non-judgment, acceptance, and those type of qualities, and letting go of control and just accepting where you are and who you are, and you're applying that in this so-called real world. You apply that at your job, do what you do the best you can do, and then, as long as you know you did the best, then that's fine. Accept it. And that's a quality that I focus on when I teach yoga, acceptance. And that's a quality that you're learning on the yoga mat, acceptance. So that's going to be the 25th YouTube Live yoga routine makeup because of the mic messed up, which I have to accept. Can't go back in time. I can't go back at 5:30 a.m. No, I was thinking maybe I can. I can't. Anyways, so namaste, peace and love.